we need to be clear about, one certain thing is this social anxiety will pass, and things are going to get back to normal at a certain point in time. But what are the steps that we need to take right now? And that's what I want to talk about to everyone today is what can you do today? We always talk about, yes, there's things that you should do and shouldn't do and everything else, but what can we do today? Step one, as of today, to ensure that you guys are going to be able to make enough money and be able to save enough to where you can make it through this crisis and be one of the ones that basically is in the forefront moving out of it, moving forward. So guys, the first thing that they said is to make a soon as possible passes with every single client. So reach out to your clients and personalize a plan specifically for them. Guys, I've seen probably 50 to 100 plus emails about Corona-19 and all of the stuff, giving information, which is great, but I delete every last one of them because it's the same information. You can only read that same information one time. But if you're able to reach out to your clients and personalize a message that's specific to them and set up as soon as this passes, some type of video conference or meeting time for them, guys, that is essential with your clients to make sure that you're working hard as them for individuals, not clients. And I thought that was really kind of cool. There was about 21 of these. I narrowed it down to 10 that is specific to us, guys. The next one was sort through your CRM contacts one by one, filling in the gaps. Guys, I don't know how important this is to stress that having a CRM system that's working for you instead of against you in this time is incredibly important. Making sure that you're going through and every single client that you ever closed a property on, making sure that you have their birth date, you have their social media links, you know exactly where they like to eat. You can get personalized with them. You go in and you write in the notes very specific so you can get referrals from these clients for year after year after year. Write down their kids' names, put in notes, make sure that when you're reaching out, hey, how is Tommy doing and is he still playing football? Get those things in there so all of your clients are clients for not only the foreseen future, but for years down the road. So make sure that you're filling in the gaps on all your CRM clients. Every single client that you're personally working with, find their social media pages, upload those links in there so you can easily go into your CRM system, search their social media pages, find out what's going on in their life and follow up with them on a weekly basis. I thought that was really kind of cool, making sure that you got their phone number, email address, where they eat, all of that good stuff. I thought that was really cool. Guys, the next thing is number 3 was request a review from every past client. This is a little scary, guys. But they're probably sitting at home watching Netflix, watching movies, bored out of their mind. It could be something that you send them a text message. Hey, do you have time to fill out a review? Maybe, how's your family doing? Something like that. But request a review from every past client to build basically your internal referral database. When someone writes a great review, you can put that on your website. You can put that basically into your social media page. Look at all of my reviews, build that out, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. Number 4, guys, was use your existing property photos to create a video slideshow for your listings. So there are a million different sites that do this for you guys, or virtual tours, things like that. Emily now is doing virtual tours, and we purchased a Matterport camera. So this is probably by far, I know we talked about getting the website for you guys, personalizing your own website, allowing you guys to do social media posts. Guys, this Matterport camera is going to change the dynamics on how you're able to position sellers in the future. This is a 3D version. If you guys aren't familiar with Matterport, go to Matterport.com, research it, send it over to your clients. They're going to be ecstatic. Every single one of my sellers was like, Charlie, we can't wait. Let's go ahead. We don't want to show our houses, but this Matterport looks really incredible. Or you can go to Fiverr, guys, and pay somebody $5 to do a video slideshow. Contact Vanessa, see if there's something that she could do for you as well too, guys. So a lot of that stuff on the marketing, guys, you can just have to get kind of creative right now. Think outside the box. I really like number 5, and I thought this was kind of cool. This should be something that you guys are doing anyways. It says make 5 phone calls, send 5 text messages, send 5 emails, and write 5 thank you cards every day. Even if you guys just do this consistently for a week, you're gonna see returns. I mean, people right now, if you get a personalized letter from somebody right now, specialized saying, hey guys, I'm thinking about you and your family, it could be three sentences, guys. Thinking about your family, hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. If you guys need food, you guys need anything in this time, make sure that you're reaching out to me. Making sure that you're making those personalized touches, guys, and that'll make a significant difference in the future. Where's mine? I got my thank you cards from the office yesterday, and I got that's pretty much what I'm going to be able to do. 5 thank you, 5 emails, 5 phone calls, 5 text messages. How are you doing? Do you need anything? So I stay in the front of their mind, and real estate will always come up. You guys don't have to reach out to somebody and say, hey, do you want to talk about real estate? They know that you're in real estate. If you reach out to them as a friend, saying if there's anything you can do for them in these times, they already know what you do for a living. They should, if they're your friend or your acquaintance or your associate. So you don't always have to lead out with real estate, but make sure that you're not doing a community isolation where you're isolating yourself. Now it's time to get out and be more boastful, but just be responsible about it. They talked about achieving an email zero in your inbox. Guys, we don't have time to go through all of our inbox and clear it out and organize our lives. That's not going to build you money. We're going to be money drivers, things that you can track. This other one, what I thought was pretty cool, is build out your social media profiles. Social media is a great way to stay connected with your friends, family, clients, and prospects. Everybody's at home right now, so take a time to reach out to them, educate them, keep them in mind, benefit them, increase your traffic flow, build out all your social media. Guys, one thing that I did want to talk to you guys about is now's the time to change your vision and your mission statement. So your mission statement was, I want to provide the best services. I want to provide the best avenues for my individuals. Now it needs to be, I will do anything that basically helps benefit my clients, or you can change your mission and your vision statement. And I found some incredible links that I can send you guys. I sent you that other deal too for additional training. That one has links for you guys to change your mission and your vision statement. So when you guys are on LinkedIn, when you're on social media, and you say you pronounce your vision and your mission statement, it is clear and concise on saying how you would do anything to adapt to meet the needs in these necessary times for your clients. If someone's going through and reading profiles on agents to try to hire them, whether it's Home Light, whether it's through social media, and they see that you guys are current about COVID-19 and being able to adapt to changes, they're going to know that you're on it. I mean, you've already updated your profile. They know that you're being reactive to the situation. This right here, guys, is number 7. This is what I'm going and doing a lot of the video stuff, but create an email drip sequence that you've been dreaming of. And this is one of those things, guys, that it's easy to send an email, it's easy to follow up, but what is really difficult is doing the hard things that take time and effort and being concise. But those are things that are going to benefit you way further from now and into the future. So right now we're building out a digital listing presentation. And we're talking about manpower hours, probably 80 to 120 manpower hours. We're talking about a lot of financial constraints on everything else. But in the long run, having a digital listing presentation that we can send to people for they can flip, that right there will separate us from the competition, but it's not something that I can do in an hour or an email. It literally is putting yourself in a room for several hours, writing script, and that's the kind of stuff that I think will benefit you guys the most, is making sure that you're blocking out an hour or two out of your day when you can't really do much. The kid's asleep, or you're not going to be able to do lead generation because people just aren't answering the phone. Go through and build out your entire email drip sequence. And guys, in this thing, I sent links. And I sent questions, and I sent basically everything for you guys. I'm not asking you guys to think, so far and be so creative that you're creating all of this content. I'm sending you guys links where the content's there. You just copy and paste and make it authentic to where it's yours. So that's one of the things I think everyone in our business at this time needs to come up with, is you guys have a CRM system. It's the best on the planet. Write your email drip communication. So when you guys are doing buyer leads, when a lead comes into your system, a welcome email. Hi, this is Charlie Kriegel. Invite them to receive a digital listing presentation. Invite them for a video conference. Have your email like a welcome email that is like by far the best welcome email that anyone could ever send. And then send follow-up emails that are just basically perfect. And build that out, guys. I don't know one sales professional, a top sales professional in their industry that ever wings it. goes on an appointment and doesn't have a game plan. Every single top professional literally has, it's a sequence. It literally goes one after the other. Obviously, they have to change it based on the client, but every single top real estate professional, every single top sales professional that I've ever met has a system. No one I've ever met says, Charlie, I'm so good, I wing it. I don't ever prepare, I don't ever worry about it. I walk in and I just close. It's too inconsistent. You have no way to know what works or what doesn't work. Spend the time to build out your listing presentation so it's ironclad. Build out your buyer, what your buyer script is going to be. Make sure that your system, you can deviate from your system, but make sure that you build out a system in which you guys can basically benefit and you know what works. So that's the bigger thing I think for us nowadays, guys, is make sure that if you're spending your time doing different things, you're blocking out an hour or two, make sure it's going to be on things that are going to benefit you not only now, but further down your career. And I've sent all of these things that would be popped up and will email to you guys, have links to everything, everything. I thought this was cool too. The number 11 was trick out your Zillow Premier Agent profile. So you guys know that Zillow has by far the most traffic. We can't do anything about it. Buying Zillow leads is really difficult right now, and I wouldn't suggest that, but right now you can still get a Zillow Premier Agent account for half the price of what they ever charge on it, and you could build that Zillow Premier profile out to look fantastic. So at least now, I think it says from now till April 22nd, 2020, Zillow is offering 50% off of new business accounts. So if you guys don't have a Zillow Premier account, go in there. They're offering a 50% discount, and it's not going to be very expensive. But build out your profile. And the good thing is you can highlight and HomeLight, Zillow, OpCity, some of these other ones, guys. Now is the time to build out a personal bio and profile that's basically so ironclad that you can put it in there, and that profile drives business to you. Yeah, it's going to take you an entire day, maybe 2 days. It's going to take you to send it to a couple of colleagues to see if they approve it. But at the end of the day, guys, if that one thing that you do drives initial 1 or 2 closings a year, that's huge. It's a lot better than doing a social media post that gets 20 likes. Spend 2 hours to do something that's going to drive your business for not only months but for years to come, and something you just tweak. Any questions, guys, on some of this stuff? Everybody's kind of got their mics off. Okay.
Is there an example of the digital listing presentation maybe that we can look at?
I'm working on it.
Vanessa can pop in right now, but Vanessa's working on it. What I can do is I'll send you both kind of a sample of kind of what we're doing on it, everything else. Everybody is going to have one that they're going to have templates in where we can upload comps. So it's going to be very specific for every single client. But they can say, well, they can request a digital listing presentation, and we send it over to them, and it works just like a slideshow. It'll have basically all of your audio in there, and then you can upload at the end the comp section for them. So, but it's going to be one of those things that separate us from the competition, and it's one of those things we've been trying to build out for a while, but now we just haven't had the time, and now we're just making the time to get it done. What was the one website, sweetheart? Do you remember that you looked at for the digital presentation? The one that you had? Do you remember what their name was? I don't. No. Yeah. Anything else? I can send it over to you. Does anybody have anything else? Oh, guys, there were a few things that I missed too that we go over real quick. Schedule your social media a month in advance. So you can go in, guys, and Hootsuite, Buffer, there's a couple other ones. All of these links are in here. So it teaches you directly how to do your social media a month in advance. How cool would that be if you set up your entire social media marketing for an entire year in advance? I mean, now you're like, I'm good. My entire social media for 2020 is done. You can schedule them a month in advance. You can schedule it all out for an entire month, do all of your own information and everything, and you're done. So that was number 8 on our list, and that one's in there, and it has all of the links to be able to get that done for you. Then the other one was listen to Real Estate Podcast. Guys, Keeping It Real, host DJ Paris is incredible. Bigger Pockets is another huge one. just depending on getting information. Guys, the podcasts are incredible because it's real in life. They're dealing with the same situations that we're dealing with right now. And you're going to be able to pick up a nugget from time to time from those people and put it into your current business flow. So that and then the number 10 was try your hand at phone prospecting. Guys, I'll let Michael send you guys a list of everything that we've converted in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and it's insane. My behavioral messaging is working so frequently. I'm getting about 2 or 3 buyers every day that are reaching out and said, yes, Charlie, I'm back. I'm looking for this. Please send me this. And it's a computer that's talking to them. It's not even me. So one thing that I can stress, guys, if there's one thing that you want to try that's going to give you the best bang for your buck is going to be get on the phone and try cold calling. And it's not really the cold calling, it's almost warm calling. They logged into our site to request information. All you're doing is being a filter of information back to them and make sure you're adding some type of value. Hey, you logged into our system 600 days ago. Did you ever buy a house in Spring Branch? I've got 4 amazing deals that fit your criteria. Are you still in the market? What are they going to say? I already bought, don't worry about it. I got 4 deals right now that are smoking hot deals that I could send you if you're still interested. Add some type of value, have some type of hook, make sure you have a call to action. Don't call them and say, hey, what's on the horizon? Well, I'm sitting at home watching Netflix. Of course you are. But I'm sitting here right now and I can look at you logged in 2 days ago and you're looking in prices and within the 300 to 400 price range. Is that correct? You need 4 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms. You're looking at houses all across the board. How to add value? Those type of things, guys. It's not, and like I said, guys, it's, everyone's at home right now. So now's a good time to be able to pick them apart. Mike Watts is doing a great job on the listings. I think Michael has 8 new listings, 6 on the way, and those are all from following up with terminated and expired listings and cold calling. So if you have the right script, you have the right deal. That's, guys, I think anybody that takes on 14 listings in a year, it's a good year. He took on 14 listings in 4 months. So, and that's just following up with the perfected script with expires and terminated. That's not even with buyers that have said, yeah, hey, I'm right here. Send me some pre-quals. Go to your lenders. Have them send out what all the new information is. Create videos. Send them through sync. Do those things.
Hey, Charlie?
Yes.
Can I add one thing on that real quick?
Sure.
So, Freddie, you used Emily on the video too as well, correct? So what I found that was really helping is that really incredibly blew everything up for me over the last 2 weeks. When I put that up on YouTube and then I saved it as a download and put it into HAR because I was just completely stupid how to do that. It opened up leads for me. I picked up 4 buyer leads. And not only that, the people that I was communicating with, now I was trying to go through and ratchet through, I was getting listings over the phone. And it was, the 3 of the listings that would be ours, 3 of them are over $600,000 listings, just to let them know, hey, we've got Matterport, we can actually do a 3D visual, a tour of your house. And here's my videos, and I'm sending them the link to my videos so they can see it and letting them know we're doing something completely different. And we're doing still flyers, and we're doing videos, to our pictures. So one thing too, if you don't use Patriot Title, that's fine. You can choose whoever you want. Everybody has their preferred. But Ernesto and Aldrich will actually create still videos using your photos of your house to actually create just a turn. So if you're talking about going to Fiverr for $5 or $10, you can actually utilize Patriot, build a relationship with them, and they will do it for you for no cost. Just something to think about.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, guys. It's the little things. It's like I said, don't get caught in the minutia. You just have to do it. I'm pretty sure Michael failed a bunch of times before he was able to catch a little bit of success. He probably failed a bunch of times, fell over and figured it out. But it's trial and error, guys. But make sure you have a plan, like we talked about. Make sure, like with Mike, I'm pretty sure he has a game plan and a set plan when he talks to every single seller now. But make sure you're building that out and spending the time so you guys can actually have the same type of successes. Make sure you're spending the time and effort. And if you guys have questions, like I said, let's set up this Zoom meeting, guys. We're all at home. If it takes 30 minutes to set up something with B, Michael, and myself to come up with scripts, go through some of the stuff that we're going to send you out today, and I'll resend it too. B and I will resend this with all of the links on everything that we went over today so you guys can go to these links. I want to provide resources, guys. I know we talk about what to do, but... Oh, go ahead, B.
Sorry, I just want to let you know, I got taken off of the video so I'm doing it over my phone, but I did email everybody Charlie's link, so you all have the information we just went over.
Yeah, and if you guys don't have the links, you can always go to theclose.com. And I get majority of my content through going through my podcast daily through Bigger Pockets. I go through, I have an account with the Emin. Emin is incredible information. Guys, this shakeup is going to change a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of places that don't reopen. Halliburton laid off hundreds of people today. Mel Reyna sold his real estate office to Keller Williams. There's going to be a lot of real estate offices that don't open back up, guys. They're barely making it day to day, and they're not going to open back up. There's going to be a lot of real estate agents that aren't able to make it. But this says a lot for us if we can weather the storm, the opportunity that it's going to be for us. And what we do during this recession, downturn, crisis, what we do and the value that we provide for our clients will resonate not only here, but it'll have a wave effect for years to come. What you're able to do now during this quiet time and create for yourself will resonate months and years down the road. And certain companies, what companies do will resonate in their own communities for months and years to come too. How they handle their employees, how they handle their clients, what they do to retain clients, and what they're able to do to retain, business. Because right now, guys, it's scary. And this week is going to be really scary with everything going on. So make sure that you're reaching out to your clients as a friend first and basically as a colleague second. And I think you guys will have some success. Anything else, guys? Anybody? Comments, current concerns, anything?
I have a question. My business Facebook page keeps getting hacked. Has anyone else experienced that? This is like the third time it's happened last night, and they're going in my marketplace and posting ads about a car, and then it makes my
to me.
really.
Yeah, be really careful. You need to change all your passwords.
All your
With
passwords,
PayPal, it was like going to charge like $15,000 a day. There's some car in Alabama. I still get calls about it.
Wow.
I had to go through and change everything.
Okay, and I changed that. Okay, thank you.
Right, connected through PayPal.
No, it's actually going through my business page, and it's going through my personal page and going to putting up a messenger message, and then so it's sending it out to all these people, maybe from my business page. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm the one that's doing the shady business or whatever. So I'm last night emailing, please don't respond to this. My page is being hacked, and I'm in contact with Facebook, but they shut down my page for a while to fix it, and now this keeps happening. So I was wondering.
Yeah, you're buying ads. That's what happened to me. It was sell some car. And they changed the language. I couldn't even figure out how to turn it off. But just change the way you pay through Facebook, and I'm not sure what else to do. But
Yeah, and guys,
change out everything, like your email passwords, pretty much
Passwords for
everything.
everything,
Just
yes.
change everything.
yeah, anything that has a password, change it. And it can't be an old password that you used to use.
Exactly, something new.
It has to be something new. Numbers, letters, combination. Pick something that's so random that you, an address that you lived at years and years ago with a phone number that you had from a parent from wherever. Mix match some stuff together and put, dollar signs or exclamation points. Make it really, really hard. Because guys, right now, you've seen all the stuff where people hack into Zoom meetings and they draw penises and do curse words and stuff like that. People are bored, and there's a lot of smart people out there. Just don't be taken advantage of. Right now, we have to protect ourselves, not only socially but online, everything nowadays. Man, we're in unprecedented times.
Yeah. Somebody bought $22,000 worth of Cartier watches off my wife's PayPal account. We had that cleared up about 2 months ago. $22,000 Cartier.
Oh, 2 watches. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say.
I think you're right.
Maybe one.
2 watches.
Yeah.
That's funny, guys. So my wife and I, we broke down in Memphis and had to buy a new car in Memphis, and my wife couldn't get appropriated for it. She has a credit score in the 800 range, but it went down to 650, and she doesn't know why. We didn't find out until afterwards why that was the case. Is why we got a shitty rate on the car too. So unfortunately, thank you to those guys for funky buying some Cartier watches.
I guess, guys, is there anything else? Anybody want to share any good news, good success stories, anything else that's going on that can maybe help anyone else that's on right now? Anybody got any stories they want to share? Anybody?
Crickets.
I feel like we're back in school.
Hey, Charlie, you said earlier, you said to kind of just check back in. I got a phone call yesterday. I was shooting pictures for a low price home. Unfortunately, I had to shoot it myself because it's hard to get a photography right now, at a quick moment's notice. But I got a phone call from a guy that I actually called back in, I think, March, and sent some information to him, sent a couple texts, sent a couple emails. He called me back, and it's been off the market for a little bit, and asked me what I was willing to do. I spent 20 minutes talking to him on the phone today, and I'm going to send him the seller's net sheet and the CMA, and we're probably going to list that home here in about the next, probably a week or so. So it's really, I think it's me kind of trying to figure it out as well, because I get very down. I went under contract under a home last night. I've been trying to sell for 73 days. If it goes to close, it would be my first closing year. So, and so where a lot of the success feels kind of there, I still struggle with a lot of the difficulty going through and not getting closing. Luckily, I'm blessed. My wife actually works at the hospital, and yes, she is safe, by the way. But we're able to kind of make it through a lot of different things. But there's still a struggle. I've called Charlie 3 times this week and discussed with him. I've had panic attacks. I've had anxiety attacks. Any scratch in my throat has been off the charts. So I don't know what it is that you guys do to kind of make it through your day. I certainly use my faith, and I'm really shitty at it sometimes. But I'm praying harder and stronger than I probably ever have. So I think at the end of the day, all of us, like Charlie said, we're going to come out on the other side way better than this. And those who are able to survive it, there's a lot to be done. I don't look at it from a perspective of actually getting done to make just a boatload of money, but I think it's going to change our perspective on life in general, and it's going to make us happier, more pleasant people, and probably more productive at the same time. So if you're going through that phase, it looks great. Yeah, I got a listing this week. I got another one today and another one tomorrow, but I'm scared out of my mind like anybody else. So if you're all sharing that, you just need to kind of reach out. Look, I know you don't necessarily know me that well or want to call or talk, but sometimes, like this right now, is calming me down for the last hour. I was nervous as hell before we actually got on here because my wife's at the hospital. She has an hazmat face mask and stuff on, and she's doing, basically airways right now, which she just goes from one patient to another, to intubate. And these people are people with COVID. So I have to worry about that every single day, and it's a stress out of nobody's mind. So we're all in it together, and I'm definitely here to say I reached out to Charlie, and thankfully he said some great words to me, and I've texted, funny enough, while we're doing this, to Jennifer and Kurt. We're good friends with them, and there's good positive vibe messages from everybody. So I think if you know somebody and you've got the ability to give them a call, this distancing is difficult, but hearing somebody's voice really kind of clarifies a lot of things of what we're all going through, and it's very, very tough. If we can't get you face to face, trust me, the voice helps more than you can ever imagine right now.
No, great saying. So, yeah, I guess that's a great way to end this, guys. We're all in this together. If anybody needs anything, reach out to us. We're all family. If you guys have any tax questions, we've got a good tax person. So if you guys want to take advantage of, you guys have your own business. We're all business owners here. So you guys have the ability to reach out for those plans to get some type of benefits. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of some of the money that's out there for you guys. This non-repayable stuff. You guys are entrepreneurs. You are your own small business owners. So just make sure that if you don't have access to it, make sure you're getting the information necessary. And I'll share what I can find over the next couple of days.
Also, guys, please don't forget the 11 o'clock Zoom meeting on the mortgage industry. That's going to be important as well. So there's going to be a lot of good information being shared on there, and I want to make sure everybody got the link. I'm going to go ahead and I sent out the flyer yesterday, but I'm going to send out the link here in a couple of minutes.
Okay. Awesome, guys. Well, everyone have a wonderful day, wonderful week.
Thank you.
All right, guys.